You ever noticed how sometimes she looks at you and then looks away the exact second your eyes meet? You probably thought she was just distracted. Or maybe you told yourself you imagined it. But what if I told you that was no accident? Because the truth is, most guys are walking around completely blind to the signals they're getting. Subtle glances, lingering stares, even the way someone laughs around them. And the craziest part? If you've ever felt invisible, you might actually be way more attractive than you think. You just never learned to see it. Comment below. When was the last time you thought someone was checking you out, but weren't sure? Stay till the end. The last sign will change your entire self-image. You ever sit in a cafe, just existing? You're not doing anything special. Maybe scrolling your phone, sipping a coffee, zoned out in your own world, and you get this strange feeling, like someone's watching you. You glance up. She's sitting across the room, pretty, sharp eyes, and just as your gaze lands on her, she looks away, instantly, like her eyes burned and she had to escape. You tell yourself it's nothing. Coincidence. Maybe she was just scanning the room. Maybe she didn't even notice you, but something inside you stirs. You probably brushed it off. Most guys do. We're taught not to assume, not to be delusional. So you go back to your phone. But here's the thing, that tiny glance, that micro moment, it might have been the most real interaction of your entire day. Because attraction rarely looks obvious. In fact, the more she's into you, the more she hides it. Yeah, let that land for a second. Most women, especially the confident ones, have learned to cloak their interest, to keep their cards close. Why? Because they've been seen too many times, gawked at, misread, misjudged. So they protect themselves with subtlety, with silence. And that's where most men go blind. We expect fireworks, obvious flirting, texts, directness. But real attraction? The kind that makes her nervous. That kind slips out in the moment she can't control. Like when she bites her lip and then catches herself doing it. Like when she fixes her hair and glances in your direction. Or when your eyes meet. And others flee like they've just been caught. Not because she's not interested, but because you just made her feel something. She's not avoiding you. She's avoiding exposure. There's a difference. The guy who understands this doesn't chase every loud compliment or obvious smile. He pays attention to the quiet signals, the body language that leaks the truth, the behavior that says, I noticed you, and I hope you didn't notice me noticing you. It's in those invisible moments where you'll find proof, not that you're average, not that you're overlooked, but that you're underrated. Most guys don't even notice this. But after today, you will. You're the kind of guy who pays attention. That already makes you different. Next time you catch a woman glancing and then pretending she wasn't, don't look away. Hold your gaze for just a second longer. Smile. See what happens. Because chances are, you're more seen than you realize. And more desired than you ever knew. It's funny, isn't it? How we men tend to think attraction always comes down to words. We believe we have to say something clever, something brilliant, to spark interest. But in reality, one of the loudest signals she'll ever send you doesn't come from her words at all. It comes from her laughter. Picture this. You're at a party, friends everywhere, music in the background. You're telling a story, nothing special. Just some random story about your awful gym routine or the time you locked your keys in your car. And there she is, standing nearby. You notice her. She's cute, confident, but you're not really trying to impress her. Still, you crack some joke midway through, something only mildly funny, honestly, and suddenly, she laughs, harder than the joke deserved, a little too loud. A little too long. Her eyes light up, and she tosses her hair back just slightly, almost like it's second nature. And in that instant, you think, wow, did I just kill it with that joke? Or was something else going on? Here's the truth. Most guys, they never question it. They assume it's about their humor. They puff up a bit, thinking, yeah, I'm funny like that. But if you slow down, if you watch, you'll see it's almost never about the joke. It's about you. Women laugh differently around men they're attracted to. Their laughter isn't always about what you said. It's about how you make them feel. The nervous energy, the spark, the way their body wants to release tension when they're near you. Laughter, in these moments, becomes a release valve for desire. She laughs because her body needs to do something with that energy. Most men mistake this for charm or coincidence. They think they're just on fire that night. But the reality is her laughter is a mirror, a reflection of her subconscious attraction. Did you think your joke was that funny? Or was her smile saying something else entirely? Here's where you flip the script. Next time you notice her laughing too hard, too easily, slow down your speech. Lower your voice just slightly. Watch how she reacts when you pause. How she leans in closer without even thinking. That's not coincidence. That's magnetism. And here's the kicker. You're already the guy who sparks that kind of energy. You just didn't know how to notice it. But now you do, because you're learning to listen beyond words. And once you unlock that skill, you'll never hear laughter the same way again. There's a moment, it slips by so easily, you almost never catch it. You're in the middle of a conversation. Nothing flirty, nothing dramatic, just casual words. Maybe you're talking about work or classes or some random show on Netflix. And then, without warning, her voice shifts. You probably didn't even notice it at first. Most men don't. But suddenly, she's speaking softer, slower. Her words get a little more deliberate, almost melodic. There's this subtle sweetness woven into her tone, as if every sentence is gently wrapped just for you. You might tell yourself, oh, she's just being polite. Or, she probably talks to everyone like this. But here's the truth. She doesn't. Women unconsciously change their voice around men they're attracted to. It's one of the most primal, unfiltered signs of interest. The psychology behind it is rooted in biology. When a woman finds a man attractive, her voice tends to soften, becoming slightly higher and more playful. It's nature's way of signaling femininity and inviting closeness. Think back. You've probably heard this before without realizing it. You're at work and your female coworker chats with you. When she talks to the group, her voice is confident, brisk, efficient. But the second she turns toward you, it shifts. There's a subtle warmth in it, a softness that wasn't there a moment ago. Almost like she's singing her words to you. Ever notice that? It's not an accident. It's not just how she talks. It's how she talks to you. But here's the wild part. Most guys completely miss this signal. They assume it's just her being nice or friendly. They don't realize it's an instinctive response. One that says far more than her words ever could. Most men never catch this. But now, you're not most men. You're starting to hear things others miss. Next time you're talking to her, listen closely. Really listen. If her voice starts to soften, if her words get slower, sweeter, pause for a second. Let a small smile flicker across your face. Watch her reaction. Because now you're seeing it. The subtle shift in her tone, the warmth behind her words. That's attraction in its rawest form. It's not loud. It's not obvious. But it's real. And it's yours to notice. You're becoming the kind of man who hears what's really being said. And trust me, once you do, everything changes. Some signs are so quiet, they're almost invisible. But once you learn to spot them, they're impossible to unsee. You're sitting across from her at dinner. The restaurant's dimly lit, buzzing with soft conversation. You lean back in your chair, arms relaxed, legs slightly apart. And without even realizing it, she shifts in her seat. She crosses her legs to mirror yours. Her body tilts in your direction. Her hands play with the rim of her glass, fidgeting just slightly. You wouldn't think twice about it. You'd tell yourself it's coincidence, that she's just adjusting because she's uncomfortable, or maybe because the chair isn't right. But here's the truth: most guys never realize her body isn't reacting to the chair. It's reacting to you. Women's bodies betray them in ways their words never will. Micro-body language is one of the deepest, most instinctive signs of attraction. She can't help it. When she's drawn to you, her body naturally begins to mirror yours. It's not a conscious decision. It's biological syncing. It's her subconscious trying to align with your energy. She crosses her arms after you do. She leans in when you lean in. She tilts her head when you tilt yours. And it's not just about posture. Her feet, watch those closely. If her feet are pointed toward you, even when the rest of her body is turned away, that's a quiet confession. Her body is facing you, even if her words aren't. Now here's the moment that most men miss completely. You'll notice her fidgeting, adjusting her hair, playing with jewelry, touching her neck. You think she's just nervous or distracted. But those gestures, those little movements, they're all signs of heightened attraction. She doesn't even realize she's doing it. Her body is leaking the truth. Think about it. Have you ever sat across from a woman who kept adjusting her necklace or tucking her hair behind her ear every few seconds? Did you ever stop and wonder why? It wasn't the necklace. It wasn't the hair. It was you. Her body was searching for comfort, for a way to release the tension bubbling beneath her calm exterior. Think she just shifted because she was uncomfortable? Watch closer. Next time you're with her, notice if she's subtly copying your body language. If she mirrors your posture, your gestures, your pace of speaking, there's your answer. Here's what I want you to do. Lean back slightly, relax your shoulders, and speak a little slower. See if she follows. That's your proof. Quiet. Undeniable. You're not just another face in the crowd. You're the guy who's changing the energy in the room without saying a word. And now that you can see it, you'll never miss it again. There's something almost electric about jealousy. It's sharp, quick. You can feel it shift the air, even if no one says a word. You've been there before. You're at a gathering, maybe after work or at a friend's party. You're talking casually with another woman. Nothing flirty, nothing out of line. Just laughing about something dumb, like a bad date story or some TV show everyone's obsessed with. And across the room, you catch a glimpse of her. The woman who's been friendly with you all night. The one who laughed at your jokes earlier. Suddenly, her whole vibe changes. It's subtle, but it's there. Her expression hardens, just for a second. Her body stiffens. Maybe she looks away a little too quickly, or suddenly finds something to do with her phone. You don't think much of it. You tell yourself she's probably just tired. Or maybe she remembered something she had to text. You shrug it off. But what you missed in that fleeting moment was one of the strongest signs of hidden attraction. Jealousy. Women feel it fast, especially toward men they secretly want but haven't claimed. And here's the kicker. The more they like you, the harder they try to hide it. That's why most guys miss it completely. She's not going to storm over, cause a scene, or glare at you from across the room. No, her jealousy is quieter, colder. It's in the way. Her responses get shorter when you rejoin the group. And how? Her playful energy suddenly vanishes. In the slight frost that slips into her tone when you say something funny to another woman nearby. She's not angry at you. She's frustrated with herself. Because her mind is screaming, why am I reacting like this? Even as her body can't help but show it. Ever felt that sudden chill from a girl who was warm just moments before? Ever noticed her energy shift after you spoke with someone else? That wasn't random. That was her guard going up. Most men never spot this. But you're learning to watch for these emotional cracks. You're becoming the kind of man who can read the room and himself. Next time you sense that sudden shift, don't get defensive. Don't over-explain. Just smile. Let your energy stay warm, steady, unfazed. And watch what happens next, because nothing draws her back in faster than realizing she can't shake her feelings for you. You're not just another guy in her orbit. You're the storm she's pretending not to notice. There's a moment quiet, almost innocent, that can catch you completely off guard. You're sitting somewhere, maybe on a couch at a friend's place, or standing by the bar at a party. She's nearby, laughing with friends, holding her drink casually. The conversation drifts, jumps from topic to topic, until suddenly, she says something about you. She brings up the time you mentioned your favorite late-night snack, or that random story about your childhood dog you told weeks ago. She recalls a tiny detail, something so small you barely remembered saying it. And in that moment, you freeze. Wait, how did she remember that? It's easy to dismiss it. Maybe she just has a good memory. Maybe she's just polite. But deep down, there's a different reason. A reason that almost always slips beneath the radar. When a woman is attracted to you, her brain starts bookmarking everything about you. Tiny details, random facts, even the way you phrase certain words. She's not doing it on purpose. She's not sitting there taking notes. It's involuntary. Her mind is drawn to what she finds important. And when she's into you, you become important. This is where most men get it wrong. They think attention only counts when it's loud and obvious. But the deepest signs, they're quiet, subtle, personal. Think back. Has there ever been a woman who remembered your favorite drink or casually mentioned that band you said you liked in passing? Did she recall your exact words from weeks ago, something you forgot you even told her? That wasn't random. That was attraction, disguised as casual memory. Ever been shocked when she remembered something you forgot you said? Here's why it matters. When she remembers the little things, it means you're not just another face in the crowd. You've carved out space in her mind. Whether she admits it or not, you're living rent-free up there. Most men completely overlook this sign. They either shrug it off or think she's just being nice. But you're starting to recognize it for what it really is, a quiet confession. Next time she brings up something small you said long ago, pause. Look at her a moment longer. Smile knowingly. Let her feel the weight of her own words, because now she knows you noticed. And in that shared moment, there's power, connection, unspoken understanding. You're not just a passing thought. You're the one she's been thinking about when no one's watching. There's one sign, the most powerful of them all, that almost no man catches. And the reason is simple. It doesn't happen in your conversations with her. It happens around you, in the spaces between words, in the shifts between her and everyone else. It's what I call the social contrast. You're at a gathering, surrounded by people, maybe at a bar, maybe at a dinner party, maybe just hanging out at work. You're watching her, not in a creepy way, but just noticing. She's talking to other guys. Friendly, confident, laughing easily. She's teasing them, throwing playful punches, cracking jokes like it's effortless. Around them, she's all sunshine and charm. No awkwardness, no hesitation, just smooth social confidence. And then she turns to you. Suddenly, everything changes. Her voice softens. Her energy shifts. She fidgets with her hands or her bracelet. She avoids direct eye contact, or if she holds it, it lingers just a little too long. You notice her smile isn't as wide, but it's more real. And here's where most men miss it entirely. They see her outgoing energy with other guys and think, she's clearly not into me. She's having way more fun with them. But what they don't realize is this. Women often act more awkward or shy around the man they're genuinely drawn to. Why? Because attraction changes everything around the guy she feels nothing for. She's carefree. She can be playful, loud, bold, because there's nothing at stake. No fear of judgment, no nerves. It's all lightness and fun, but with you, it's different. Suddenly, it matters what she says. Suddenly, her words feel heavier. Her hands don't know where to go. Her body gets a little tighter. Her laugh's a little quieter. Her glance is more fleeting. And that shift, that awkwardness, that's not rejection. That's gravity. Have you ever wondered why she's confident with others, but awkward with you? Why her conversations with other guys seem effortless, but with you, it's tense, electric, unpredictable? It's because you're the variable she can't control. You're the one who makes her heart race, the one who makes her second guess herself. You're not the guy she's trying to impress. You're the guy she wants, whether she admits it or not. This is where everything clicks. Most men only see surface-level charm. They think the guy who makes her laugh the loudest is winning. But the man who makes her nervous? He's the one she'll think about all night. And here's your move. Start observing how she treats others compared to you. Watch for the shifts in tone, in body language, in energy. Notice how her guard drops with them, but rises with you. Because you are the one who makes her feel vulnerable. Next time you catch her acting shy, fidgety, or just a little awkward around you, don't misread it. Smile. Relax. Let her feel that tension. Because now you understand. You are the difference in the room. This isn't just about her behavior anymore. It's about the power you carry. Simply by being there. And once you see it, you'll never forget it. Now that you've seen it all, think back. How many of these signs have already happened to you? Without you realizing it? She steals glances but looks away fast. She laughs harder and longer around you. Her voice softens when she speaks to you. Her body mirrors yours, almost without thinking. She gets distant or cold after you talk to other women. She remembers tiny details you didn't even think mattered. And the biggest one, she acts differently with you than she does with anyone else. Rewatch this video. Keep score. I promise, you'll be stunned by how many times these moments already played out right in front of you. Because you're not just some ordinary guy. You're the man she notices, even when she's trying to hide it. And from this point forward, you'll start seeing yourself that way too. You've been more handsome than you ever knew. You just needed to open your eyes.